morning. I just woke up. Oh my god, my hair. Jesus. Don't mind that. I just woke up and I realized that I only have one slice of my bread that I normally have for breakfast. So I started looking up these TikTok recipes to make bread. And I've convinced myself that I can make it. So I think I'm gonna do that for breakfast. And I'll let you know how that goes. It's 7:56 p.m. and it feels like 11 p.m. But I was just showering and getting my life together when I realized that I haven't done anything today, which is probably what you hear in every single vlog of mine, but I just decided to get up and take a quick stroll in like TJ Maxx or something just to feel like maybe something sticks or maybe I find something that I want to buy. Like, oh my god, this window looks nasty. There's actually no thoughts behind my actions right now. I'm just acting impulsively and I haven't done that in a while, so I'm kind of excited. I got dressed. I'm wearing this black hoodie with some sweatpants. There wasn't even effort being put into the outfit, if I'm being honest. I'm in Crocs, but I'm just excited to go and kind of walk around. I will kind of vlog in there, see if I find anything that I like. And yeah, I do work tomorrow, so I'm not excited about that. I have to get up at around 5. But after work tomorrow, the plan is there's a freaking gremlin that just entered my car. Stood at the same time.
I was crying. My eyes are red.
Am I interrupting something? There's no reason why this candle smells so good. I'm fighting every urge to buy this right now. Look at him! He just wants a home. Okay, well, there wasn't anything specific that I wanted to buy, but I think it was something along the lines of like a Christmas mug or maybe a robe. I wanted to switch out my Snoopy robe that I always wear in videos. So I didn't get that, but this is what I got. I got the Snoopy to-do list that I just thought was so cute because I like using actual physical paper to write my to-do list before I study or at the start of my day or when I remember anything, especially because I am so scatterbrained when I study. I just start thinking of everything that I should do or that I want to do while I'm studying. Okay, next thing that I got, or the next things that I got, I'm gonna show you what it is. I thought it smelled really good. I don't really like fruity candles or super sweet candles or anything like that. I like cleaner smelling candles. There was a bunch of them and they're super small, as you can see. And they were like $5, which isn't super cheap, but also not expensive. If you buy a lot of candles, you know. So I just got 2 of these and put them in my room next to my bed. I want a sweet treat, so I'm probably gonna eat some of those bread rolls that I made. I think I'm gonna put the recipe in the description box for the bread that I made because I did get it off of TikTok. I think they're called Japanese milk breads or milk rolls. Hello, can I speak English? I'm gonna start getting ready for bed because I have to wake up early to go to work tomorrow, like I said before. After work, I'm probably gonna just go to the campus library that I usually go to. So I'll keep talking to you guys tomorrow. Morning. These are actually my first words of the day because I've just been kind of driving in silence and I realized that I haven't vlogged. If I'm not looking at you, I'm driving, obviously. I'm exhausted. I'm not looking forward to the shift, but it's just me and one nurse today, so I think it'll be chiller than normal. Usually weekends go by pretty fast. So that's kind of what's happening. I don't think anyone is surprised by my coffee recipe anymore, so I just do maple butter with my little Italian coffee maker, which holds Cuban coffee, and then I froth my milk. So I just have the maple butter with some sugar in my mug, and then I'm gonna add in my frothed milk. So for breakfast, I'm just having some eggs on the bread that I made and my coffee. Morning, well, afternoon, 2:39 p.m. I set up my December calendar. I started my itinerary for my New York trip, and then I had breakfast. I answered some work emails that I had, and that's kind of everything that I've done. I've kind of been endlessly scrolling. I was left unsupervised, and this is what happens. I also had no plan for the day. I just kind of told myself I was gonna wake up late and just kind of take the day to myself. But I feel guilty because I could be studying, and that's the problem. Yesterday, I went to the library. I didn't get to film a lot because I was really trying to lock in, and I feel like once I pull out my camera or I start to focus on actually filming myself study, I lose a lot of valuable time, and then I want to start making sure I'm in the frame and whether the clip is usable and all these things. So I just kind of took a couple of quick videos on my phone and just got right back to studying. But I got to do Anki. I think I did something like 600 Anki cards yesterday. I did just a bunch of passage practice questions for the exam that I'm studying to take. So if you guys don't know what the MCAT is, I feel like I'm always talking about it, but some of you guys might not know. The MCAT is the medical college admission test. So it's the exam that you take to go to medical school to become a doctor. So that's what's happening. I am studying for that, and the exam as a whole is around 8 hours long, and it's split up into like 4 sections. So it's biochem, biology and biochemistry, chemistry and physics, CARS, which is like reading comprehension, which is a lot harder than it sounds, and then sociology and psychology. So those are the 4 sections that it's split up into, and you're just on a tight time constraint. Like, you're very restricted in your time. You have to read these passages and answer these questions for biology and biochemistry and all of the other sciences. You have to use formulas. You don't have a calculator. Everything about the exam is just kind of set up in a way to make you panic. And my internal like fire alarms are going off while I'm trying to read a passage and answer the questions in time. So I don't really want to film while I'm studying sometimes, unless I told myself way before that I was going to mentally prepare for that. I signed up for a yoga class at 8 p.m. Haven't done yoga in a really long time. Something like the closest I did to yoga was that Pilates class that I vlogged about a month ago, and that beat me up. So I pay for my gym I pay for my what? I pay for my gym membership. So I should take advantage of the classes that they offer. I signed up for an 8 p.m. yoga class. I'm gonna go. I'm actually already dressed under this. I'm wearing a romper because if I lay down, nothing is gonna get me up out of my bed. So I made my bed, I got dressed for yoga. Mind you, it's 2:30 in the afternoon, and I am wearing a romper with a hoodie over it so that I'm comfortable, but I just didn't want to like set myself up for failure. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna get dressed and convince myself that I'm going. I'm getting dressed and I'm going. I'm not giving myself an option because I am the queen of excuses, apparently. At least I'm the queen of something, because it's not the MCAT. It feels kind of silly sometimes to vlog and sit in my room and talk to myself, because not only because of the talking to myself part, it's just kind of hard to believe that people actually watch my videos and or care what I'm doing in a day. So sometimes I feel like the views that I get are just people making fun of me mentally, and that's fine, because you know what? I make fun of myself too. So anyway, yesterday work, I was supposed to get, oh, I didn't even talk to you guys after work yesterday. I got out of work normally at 1 p.m. I got out of work yesterday at 3:20 p.m. I finished rounding with the surgeons at 1 p.m. And by the time that I had finished updating all of the notes and the plans and, you know, talking to the nurse, it was 3:20 p.m. And then I went to the campus library, stayed there until like 9:30 p.m. And then I came home and just had like an empanada for dinner and went to sleep. So I'm deteriorating. Let's go do something with my life, I guess. I also should probably go grocery shopping because I have like an Uncrustable and an onion in the fridge, and I need to go buy some groceries. So Maybe I do that, maybe I don't. I don't know. Let's figure it out. I'm not even kidding. I studied for, I think, like 45 minutes. I did this timed passage and I got so overwhelmed and like stressed out that I kind of like mentally blacked out, and I was just checked out because I kept getting questions wrong, and I was just so overwhelmed with like anxiety and just thinking about this exam that I have to study for that I don't really have a ton of time to study for. So I decided to kind of lay down for a little bit. If you can't tell, I'm like not really all here right now. So I think I'm gonna go to Trader Joe's and just kind of walk around. I also realized that I haven't been eating the best. I haven't been exercising. I've just been working and studying. So obviously, you know, it's probably not surprising that I'm kind of burning out a little bit and I'm getting overwhelmed when I study for even the shortest time periods. So it can seem kind of like the opposite of what I should be doing, but I think I just need to take more breaks and more days off, because even after I work, I'm, you know, kind of forcing myself to study and to sit down and really focus. So I need to fix that because I'm feeling really overwhelmed, and it's just because of kind of this like looming exam that I've just been trying to prepare for so long for. So every time I get something wrong, it feels like the end of the world. So I'm gonna go to Trader Joe's. I have kind of a small grocery list. I don't really know what I want, which is kind of the worst shopping trip you can go on, because you either end up getting like 2 items or 20. But hopefully I come back with something that's good enough for this week. Is it ratchet if I show you what I got in this parking lot right now? So I got a lot of things, but I think what I'm most, wow, this lighting is so flattering. I'm most excited about trying this lobster bisque. Like, hello? I feel like there's no way this is good, but I'm gonna try it anyway. I got a pizza, I got dumplings, bagels, and then the thing I'm also most excited about, I got these, they're called teeny tiny pies. Are you guys, look at this teeny tiny apple pie box. And there's also teeny tiny pecan pies. Do you say pecan or pecan? I think pecan is wrong, and I don't think you can convince me otherwise, but whatever floats your boat. I have no words. That was so delicious, is the only word I can think of right now. My quality is gonna be shit because I'm in my car and I'm on my phone, but every time I do yoga, I get reminded of why I did yoga in the first place, and how I was willing to wake up at like 7:30 in the morning when I was in college and go to a yoga class almost every single day. The instructor gave us like a massage. I don't know, this is insane. I'm coming back. I'm actually booking another class right now. Morning. On my way to work again. How thrilling. Anyway, today, well, this whole weekend actually, I'm just gonna be with the same nurse. Yeah, I packed myself a lunch. So when I went to Trader Joe's, I got bagels and I got some like maple butter, it seemed to be, but not the kind that I put in my coffee. It's like an actual butter. I couldn't tell you the difference, but I bought it and I mixed it with some cinnamon and I put it on a bagel. So I'll let you know how that is later. And then I also air fried a small piece of the Trader Joe's pizza that I bought as well for lunch. And then I'll just have the bagel earlier. And yeah, that's kind of what we're looking at. Also, I worked yesterday with the doctor that I normally work with. So I rotate between like 3 surgeons, and one of them, I'm fully convinced, thinks I'm a minor. Not because he said anything or anything like that, but just because the way he treats me, he's normally so like stern and serious, and he likes things to be done his way, and he's not rude or anything to anyone, I don't think. But sometimes when I ask him a question, he'll be like, what? And like he'll kind of go out of his way to be nice to me, and I'm not complaining, but I genuinely do think that he thinks I'm way younger than I am. So I don't know. I don't know what to think about that. I'm thinking about my bagel right now, and it's gonna be so good. And yeah, okay, bye.